Hey everyone, Dancentral here, and welcome to a new pickups video. I went in one of my local towns and got two Mega Drive games, and I also picked up one Xbox One game as well. And there's a few other things that it's gaming related, but it's not a game, if that makes sense. We'll come on to that in a sec. But yeah, I went to my local towns. I found a shop. It was called Replay, and I remember going in there before, and it just sort of had PS1 games in terms of retro, and that was it. The rest was like 360, PS3, and PS2 as well. That was pretty much it. Then I went in there again the other week, and they started selling Mega Drive games and Dreamcast and SNES and N64. I think they had an N64 in there for 20 quid, and they were selling Master System as well. And they'd like basically just put an extra cabinet at the end of the shop, and it wasn't even a big shop anyway, but they'd squeezed in a glass cabinet in the corner with all this retro stuff in, and it wasn't there before, and I sort of jumped at the chance. I was browsing through all the games and stuff, and came across these two classics. So, the first one is, guys, on the Mega Drive, James Pond 2. Now, when I bought this game, the case was pretty rubbish, to be honest, in terms of it wouldn't stay shut. What I've done is I've since swapped it with another game that I don't tend to really play, and it was a sports game which I'm sure some of you have heard of. It's called Double Header, and the reason it's called Double Header is because it's got two games in one, and it's Mega Drive Collection. Love it so much, it's so cool. So this game, guys, Double Header. Obviously, sports games, I'm not a massive fan unless it's anything like FIFA, which I do actually quite enjoy, but other than FIFA, I don't tend to really go for any sports titles. But this was the case that it originally came in, and if you look, if I let go of the case, it just springs open, and if I close it properly, then let go, it still flips open, and it just basically wouldn't stay down, because every time I let go, it just springs up. I got really annoyed with it, so I thought, right, I'll swap it with because luckily James Pond 2, it's that style cartridge. It's the bigger ones, and Double Header is also a bigger cartridge. So they're basically exactly the same case. So I was able to just do a straight swap. Whereas if it had been like again, if the cartridge there had been like a smaller cartridge, I wouldn't be able to use Double Headers to change it, and it would have been like, well, what game do I use then? Because I play all the others. So I was lucky that the one game I don't really play just so happened to be the same style of cartridge and case as James Pond. If that makes sense. So yeah, basically swapped it over, and now it stays shut. But the problem is I've now gone from one extreme to the next, because this style case has now. It's now hard to get open, so you kind of, it really takes some effort. So I've gone from it opening all the time to not even being able to open it easily. But again, it's better than it keep opening by itself. So anyway, it's complete. So I was really chuffed with that. Got the manual there and the cartridge. The only thing is with the cartridge, guys, it's falling apart a bit, shall we say, in terms of if you slightly pull on either side of it, they will come apart slightly, and that worried me because I thought maybe the game's not going to work, or maybe it's not going to last. But it does work absolutely fine. But yeah, that annoyed me a bit, to be honest, that the cartridge is sort of falling apart a bit. But if you can see there, guys, it was only £4. So again, I wasn't really going to complain, because it's not going to. I understood why it wasn't sort of £2, because obviously James Pond's a classic. But you know, I wasn't really going to complain. You know, it's complete and it does work, so you know. And I do have James Pond 2, so the same game, on the Master System. And again, it's complete on the Master System, so I'm quite chuffed about that. And I've also, guys, got the game on Game Gear. So again, the same game, basically the Master System version on the Game Gear. And lastly, I've also got it on the PlayStation 2. Where are we? Aha! Also got it on the PlayStation 2. Some of you might not even realise it was released on the PS2 as well, but it was. And it's not a bad version of the game, if I'm honest. So I'll put it down there for now. But yeah, that's just my James Pond collection as well there. But yeah, James Pond 2, classic game. Started playing it the other day. Obviously, it enhances graphic-wise what the Master System version's like, but it's absolutely great. You can get obviously James Pond 1 and James Pond 3 Operation Starfish. I'm sure it's called James Pond 3 Operation Starfish. I've seen videos of it and I'm not too fussed about it. It doesn't look as good as this one, so I might just stick to the second one. But if I happen to see the third one at a cheap price, I may pick it up. Right, I've just spent too long talking about one game, so apologies guys. Right, next one I picked up was Space Harrier II. Now, Space Harrier is obviously a classic, but I've never played the first one. So, if they'd had the first one in there, I'd have picked that up as well, but they didn't. So just picked up the second one, that's all they had. The price has fallen off this, but I can assure you it was definitely £2, although it's not on there. But this was definitely £2. And because it was only £2, again, I wasn't going to complain with the fact that there was no manual, but obviously cartridge in there. I started to worry again about this game because it wouldn't work. I spent 10 minutes trying to get it to work. I was blowing on the cartridge, blowing inside the Mega Drive, putting it in, turning it on, taking it out, putting it in, turning off the TV, resetting the console. Nothing. Just could not get it to work, and I was getting really frustrated thinking, should I take it back? Because it was only £2 at the end of the day, so I haven't really lost a lot. Or should I just keep it on there for the sake of it? Should I throw it away? And then luckily, probably like the 20th time I tried it, for no reason, it just suddenly sprung into action. So whether or not that's a temporary glitch and it will do it again in future, I don't know. But for the time being, it seems to be working now. But it's quite temporary. But yeah, really enjoying it actually. Never played this one before. It's really difficult. But it's a great shmup. Out of all the shmups that are out there. And yeah, I just thought it was a really good sequel, to be honest. Really, I haven't really played a lot of it, but I'm starting to get into it, so it's a really cool game. Right, and then the last pickup in terms of the actual game side of things, the actual physical games, is the Xbox One game that I was talking about. And that is a game called Unreal Championship 2, the Landry or the Landry Conflict. So that's that one there, guys. Now, if any of you have been watching my videos for a while now, you may already know that I'm an absolutely massive fan of Unreal Tournament, right from the Dreamcast up until the Xbox 360. I've got Unreal Tournament 3 on the Xbox 360. Yeah, it's there. I'm not going to worry about getting it out because all the games will start sliding around. But yeah, absolutely love it. And someone put me right as well. One of my mates, I can't think who it was. Might have been Skullbird11. My good friend Ellis might have said that about, because I was talking about how is Unreal Tournament linked to the Unreal series, and he sort of gave me some advice on that, which was awesome. So cheers for that, mate. But yeah, love the Unreal series, whether it's Unreal Championship, Unreal 2, Unreal Tournament. They're all sort of awesome games. So when I saw this, I thought definitely going to get it. But then I started wondering, because I haven't got an Xbox One, I sort of was thinking, is it going to be compatible, or am I going to have a massive issue where, because it's an Xbox One game, it's not going to work? But it does work, and I was really chuffed about it. So started playing this one, and again, absolutely loving it. As you can see, guys, only $2.99. So again, I was really chuffed, and it's complete, and it works absolutely fine. And there's the back. So yeah, that's it in terms of pickups, guys. 2 Mega Drive games, Space Harrier and James Pond 2, and Xbox One game, Unreal Championship 2. Right, okay, onto the kind of slightly more humorous side of things. This is something that I picked up just for a laugh, really. Saw it in a clothes shop and just thought, why not? Obviously, if any of you guys saw my Christmas pickups video that I did at Christmas, obviously, you would have seen that I was wearing a Sonic T-shirt that my brother bought me. It's quite a cool T-shirt. Basically, it's just got Sonic's body on the T-shirt and not his head, because the idea is that then your head is on his body, so it's kind of like your Sonic kind of thing. So that's cool. So I've got that. And then went into a clothes shop the other day and just happened to see in the boxer shorts aisle, happened to see the Sonic the Hedgehog boxer shorts. So I thought they were really cool because obviously you've got Sonic on there, but if you look closely, I don't know if you'll be able to see very well on this camera, it's got Japanese writing on it. It's got red, also all the red bits here, Japanese writing, and there's also smaller Japanese writing underneath, probably about there, in black as well. Obviously Sonic everywhere, and you've got the Sonic logo at the top. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to get those. Just because I've got something gaming related in terms of clothes as well. And then to go with that, I got some Sonic socks. So let's just pull these out. These have just got Sonic on them, so let's just pull these out. Don't know how well you guys are going to see that, but if you just have a look at that one, there's Sonic there, and on the bottom is the Sonic the Hedgehog logo with Sega underneath. And if I do it that way, no, sorry, that way, you'll see Sonic as well. And it's basically the same on the other side, so Sonic there. Hey everyone, Dancentral here, and welcome to a bit of an add-on onto the video. This has been happening quite a lot lately, and I've been doing pickups videos, which, as you know, I don't do very many of anyway. But whenever I've sort of been doing a pickups video, I sort of tend to do it really early. And I then it sits on my computer, and I don't get around to uploading it till like 2 weeks later because I either become really busy or suddenly I have another video that I want to upload before that, and it gets sort of put back. And then by the time I then come round to upload it, I've picked up a few other things in the meantime. So lately it's kind of been a bit like I do a pickups video and then I'm kind of then, you know, finding that I'm having to add a bit onto the pickups video on the end because I've since picked up more things since I actually recorded it. And rather than do 2 separate videos, it's just better if you kind of pack more into the one video. So basically there's just sort of 2 more things that I picked up, guys. The first one is an Xbox 360 game, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment. And the other thing is quite a little sort of quirky thing that my awesome legend friend Wendy, aka Pop Tart Love 2010, picked up a few months ago, and I've since picked them up myself as well. So without further ado, guys, this is the game that I picked up, and it is, sorry about the glare, guys, Halo Reach. Now, I'm very impressed with Halo Reach. I haven't actually finished Halo 3 or Halo 3 ODST, but because this was only £20 in Sainsbury's, I really couldn't pass it up because I expect it to still be sort of £39.99 or, you know, £29.99. But for it to be, you know, 20 quid in Sainsbury's, I was really quite chuffed with that. So I thought, I know I haven't finished, you know, the other 2 Halo games, but I just thought, I'll just pick it up at that price and then I can just sort of play it when I get a chance, kind of thing. So obviously, because it's brand new, it's complete. So manual disc. Really sorry about the glare, guys. And the disc is in mint condition as well. And yeah, as I said, I'm loving it. I'm only sort of like 2 hours into it. I know, so I've only sort of like just scratched the surface, really. But I'm loving it. I really am. It's great. I mean, I haven't finished Halo 3 or Halo 3 ODST, so I'm not sort of following it that well at the moment in terms of like seeing if the storyline carries on from ODST. I don't know if it does or not because I haven't finished ODST yet. But really enjoying it. Nonetheless, I was playing it actually with one of my mates from college the other day. Came over and we did multiplayer on it. And then we also did online as well, and I got such a rush from it. It's a really good game. To be honest, in my opinion, it's probably not as good as Call of Duty, or in my opinion, even Gears of War, because Gears of War is an absolutely epic game. Having said that, it's still an awesome game, and one I definitely recommend picking up because it's well worth it. But yeah, there we go, Halo Reach, £20 in Sainsbury's, and the graphics and gameplay, very awesome, very smooth. But I can't comment a lot on it yet because I haven't played through it too much yet.